I guess I would be, because I would start feeling like things are getting better out there, because it doesn't feel like it's me, because I feel like I have everything that I need to excel in what I want to excel in, but it is just I can't get that outside, whatever's outside that's keeping me from. I can't get them to turn and look my way. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that would make me happier, thinking, oh yeah, things are starting to work out and stuff like that. But other than that, like, I'm cool. I feel good. Despite my age. Some minor aches and pains, but mentally I feel pretty good. I feel you know I just feel like I am close to where I want to be educationally. The spiritual thing, I feel good that I'm recognizing the spiritual part and what I need to do to, walk closer with Jesus, and uh, I feel physically fit, so I'm good with that. It's just, these. In my life, it's major, but someone else's might be minor. But it's just this one problem that I need to figure out as a whole, because there's so many pieces to it. There's so many pieces that I gotta pick out, and okay, do this. All right, figure this one out. Figure this one out. This one out. This one out. This one out, to make it all just come together and make it all good. Even though, life is just hard, period.
Do you feel like, you talk about the outside, but if what he has on the outside is exactly what he has on the inside for you, and he has control of the whole entire thing, is it really the outside that's not allowing things to happen for you?
Well, that's what we can debate that. Anyone can debate that forever. You can say anything. Anything is what he is allowing, or what he is doing, because he allows the devil to ruin things and stuff like that, to teach people a lesson. Okay, so whatever happens, whatever goes on, you can say because so I'm just saying,
Do you ever think, do you ever think of it sometimes as, I think, some people's, and they call it all kinds of different things, but it just, impatience is worry, fear, just all those things. Isn't it basically just the whole thing, the whole scope of it, all of those human emotions, just basically telling him, from the moment that you wake up, you basically say, if I don't control this, you won't? Agree with me, don't agree with me?
No, I agree with you, but
is that kind of basically what you're saying to him on a daily basis, like frequently, duration, and your intensity of what you are sending out to him as your father, is that I don't trust you to take care of not only the outside but the inside.
Absolutely.
And I have to lean on my own understanding and my own actions in order to get me where I'm going. And you yourself have to fight against the world, when he really is the strength of the world and the power of the world.
I'm human. I'm human.
Absolutely.
I am not him.
Right, absolutely.
So yes, that is absolutely what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you're still human.
Absolutely.
But if I, what am I going to? What is a person to say if this is just a hypothetical? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what is a person to say if I walk into a company and there's another candidate sitting right next to me, and we are interviewed at the same time for a position, and I am more qualified than he is,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't get the job. Okay, I'm black. He may be white. Say that it's a position. It's a company that has that goes by affirmative action. Okay, in which, there has to be a certain amount of black people that works there, or they could sue and things like that. So, but he doesn't hire me. Okay, me being human, me being a sinner. Okay, what the first thing you think is, why couldn't I get? It's because I'm black. Your go-to isn't, always. It isn't always. The Lord just don't want me to have this job. It's not always that. You don't always feel that. Your emotions, the way you react to things, you react to them, and you react to them like a human being. You do not react to them like you're Jesus, because you are not.
Agreed.
It does say that, but that's where I was talking about. I had to get closer. I had to, study more, learn more, and
So what if just that, you talk about this progression, the duration, it's pretty high.
Yeah,
so what if you allowed that to seep in and then you stopped it? Okay, because you're very cognitively aware that he has control of everything. And I think that you're definitely cognitively aware, because you are a parent, that if your child told you that I don't trust you every single day, and they verbalized that to you, and they acted up every single day with the duration and the frequency and the intensity that they did, as their father, what would be your response? I mean, you are a human father with a human child. Your response to that child that says, I don't trust you, Dad. I don't trust that you have my back. I don't trust that if I walk out this door that you're going to protect me, that no matter what happens, I don't trust you. And if your child told you that every single day, how long would you make them wait? How much would you make them endure before they said, would you just give them what they wanted so you can say, see, you can trust me? Or would you, how would you
I know where you're
that?
going with it.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it. It's a good point. It's a great point. It's a great point. I can, I can do my best. I can do my best and get, the fact of the matter is, when I wake up, and when I don't check it, if I don't check it, what do you think my mind tells me? I'm sorry, I know you're a counselor, but I'm not asking. My mind says, what if the email is in there and I'm not checking it? You know what I'm saying? What if it's not in there and I'm not checking it?
And what if it's not, and what if it is?
If
he truly is, if you are truly meant to be somewhere, will he not line it up exactly the way you're supposed to?
Of course he will.
So is it possible to reduce some of that anxiety.
Absolutely.
Just by allowing a little bit of that impatience to be replaced with reframing it with, you have never failed me. If I was meant to have a position, I'm going to get that phone call.
Right.
I'm going to get that alert. And because your purpose for me hasn't changed. It has never changed. It's been consistent. He's never changing.
Mm-hmm.
He will make it happen on his terms and in his time.
Right.
So whether you check it, whether you don't check it, do you feel like it has an impact on the outcome?
No. What I think I should try to control more and try to try to control more basically is not the looking at it.
Okay.
It's not that. I think it's the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I should just feel like I should just wake up and say, just check it, see, okay. You know what I mean?
Put it into perspective.
Put it into perspective
Mm-hmm.
instead of the anxiety of
Right.
it.
Right.
And I think that's the problem.
Right.
It's not checking, and I'm going to check. I mean, because if I get the email, I'm going to,
Take
respond, and but it's just it is the feeling.
Right. So maybe that's really the key point of all of it. Maybe the entire strategy is just reframing the priority of it.
Mm-hmm.
That knowing, just absolutely waking up knowing that he's not going to make you miss anything
Right.
that has to do with your purpose in life that he meant for you to fulfill on this earth.
Right.
Whether it was tomorrow was your last day or 20 years from now, you're not going to miss that. There's no accidents. It was already planned out.
Right.
And if you just frame that into that and not put so much emphasis on it, you're placing the level of priority on it like it is like a CIA operation where we're going after bin Laden. I mean, that is the intensity, the feelings that you're having towards this constant struggle with the patients. And maybe when you start allowing that to be less of a priority, that's when it's a possibility. And this is just I'm just hypothesizing that maybe if you've never done that before, that could be the entire shift.
Mm-hmm.
That could be the shift in saying, you know what, my email is not that big of a priority. I'm going to check it, keep it into perspective, know that you've got this. Whatever is there was meant to be there. Whatever will be,
Mm-hmm.
and leave it at that and let it go. And then it enables you to focus more of your energy on things that should be higher up on your level of priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you make impatience, what is Jesus's number one thing that he talks about in the Bible is to be patient. How he knows how difficult it is to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Patience is so hard. He knows that because he was human.
Right.
So if you just start, lower it on the level of priorities and
Mhm.
recognize that, he's not going to let anything pass you by that
Mhm.
wasn't not meant to be. And if you do end up going to a job interview that ended up failing, it was because he was keeping you from something that you shouldn't have been involved in to begin with. It didn't lead you to that purpose. I mean, and those are, I think that's I think that's where we should basically end this session is
Mhm.
just, if you would agree, that is just reframing the level of priority that it has in your life
Mm-hmm.
and replacing them with a priority that you already set. I didn't set that priority, you set the priority that he should be my number one focus.
Right.
And if I focus on him and I take my focus off of my impatience, then he will come in and take care of all the rest.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank you. We'll talk about it again next time.
you. Okay.